Guys, I'm going to talk to you in this video about the art of dealing with people. So in life, you're going to encounter a lot of people, and you're going to always, at some point in time, need to get something from someone, or deal with someone in some way, or you interact, or just say hi to someone for some reason. Maybe it's an introduction, maybe you're meeting someone for the first time, and it's an icebreaker event, or it's a social event, and you have to, say hi to someone because it'd be weird not to. Maybe you're at a store and you have to buy something, or maybe you're at a job and you just have to work with people. Either way, I'll tell you three things right off the bat that are skills that you can utilize. One is be friendly. Treat this person right off the bat as though they're your friend. You can only go downhill from there. So keep that in mind, and you're destined to succeed unless something gets in the way, which God forbid it does. The second thing is keep in mind what people are trying to do and what maybe their role is, so you know how to approach them and what is appropriate to do. The third, and especially if it's in the workplace, but if it's something else, just know, like, if it's a social event, what's appropriate to say. Like if they're kind of with their husband, maybe it's not the most appropriate thing to walk up and say hi, because he might see a stranger and think, oh, this guy can handle my girl, But if you're just being friendly, or you know them already, or you're at a social event, you're meeting everyone, then it's perfectly okay to say hi. It'd be strange not to introduce yourself, because no one wants to have a stranger at their party, and it'd be weird to be a stranger at someone's party, right? So anyway, the third thing is to socialize. And it's not a bad thing just to know more people, or to meet or to expand your influence or friend circle. It's so what I just mentioned, and I'll talk about this now in the fourth point, is influence. And that's if you're trying to network with people, or you're trying to meet people who have connections, or who can do things. Like, let's say you want to get into the paint industry, and you know people who are into mixing paints. And you can talk to them about maybe supplying your store, or about if you want to set up a business, maybe they could be your contacts. Or they could negotiate like a partnership with you if they want to start a dual business, which is what that's called. But anyway, those are just important things you can keep in life, because you never know when you meet someone what they're what they're good at, and what they excel at in their personal life, which is, I guess, a fifth point even. But that's kind of like you never know what kind of person they are. Maybe you'll be friends with them, maybe you'll get along greatly, maybe you'll go down in history as be the best buds that ever existed. But who knows? I'll say, if you're trying to just meet someone for the first time, keep in mind that maybe there's someone who could be valuable in your life, and you could be valuable in their life. Like, I'm a blogger, and I'm a person with friends, and I'm a person who used to work at a company. If they were looking for someone, also in Penn State, if they were looking for someone who had experience traveling the world, or working at a large company, or going to Penn State, I could definitely be someone who could give them examples and references about things that could help them in their life, they could keep in mind to do that with. Or if they needed someone with skills, I guess it would depend on what kind of skills they have. Mine are marketability, and I guess the kind of things I talk about are people skills and working with people. So my skills would be leadership, I'd say determination, and probably people, because like socializing and like planning events. So if those are like any three things that are needed. Oh, also I love media, and doing this media, like making these kind of videos. So if there's anything else that requires that skill set, I would love to do something like that. But if there's someone who's not interested in blogging, or in podcasting, or in engineering, then I couldn't really be of much use to them as a contact, because I wouldn't really know what to tell them. I do like art and I love art, but as of right now, I'm not a famous artist. Maybe if I keep working at what I love to do and what I want to do, I'll someday be someone who they could contact or talk to more about that. I'm actually planning on painting a mural in my room, so if someone want to talk to me about that, or the mural, they can talk to me about that. I don't know. But anyway, I'll even make a sixth point, is you never know what someone's like till you meet them. And maybe they'll introduce you to something new. Maybe they'll bring a new taste of flavor of life to your existence, and open your eyes to a new world that you never thought existed before. Like the first time I met some people, I don't know right now by name who I'm thinking of, but I just never knew that life could be a certain way. Well, I'll name one name. It's Alex Levy. He inspired me. The first time I met him, he talked about going to the Bahamas on a plane and getting his pilot's license. And the first time I heard that inspired me that maybe I could become a pilot. And I, from that point forward, pursued my pilot's license at the New Orleans Flight Academy, and did like a couple lessons to the point where I was able to fly a plane. I thought that was cool, but I never went further, because my mom gave me this advice and said, when I was flying a plane once, and this isn't like necessarily indicative of my life, because I don't feel that it is at this point, but it's something I consider. she felt that she couldn't handle it because the controls kind of overwhelmed her. That's something I kind of did feel, but more about the navigational side, because I felt as though getting into the details, I would just kind of get really nervous. Not that I couldn't handle it or that I know I couldn't handle it, but it'd be something that would definitely get to me is being able to find the landing spot, because being in the air by yourself with no guidance, like a road or barriers or a path or Google Maps, is very intimidating, and be something I definitely have to work up to. So that being said, it was something that definitely opened my eyes to a whole new way of life, and something that I did immediately latch on, or not latch on to, but I'll just say latch on to, but that stuck to me as something that I'd love to do. So it was something really cool, or something that I began pursuing. But anyway, from there, I guess I could talk about, well, you open your eyes to new beliefs maybe, without necessarily entertaining them as your own, but just keeping in mind there's different people on Earth, and the more you broaden your horizons and the more you become cultured and expand your mind, the more you'll kind of get the feeling you're a part of Earth. And that's a great feeling to have, and you kind of just seem to flow through your day-to-day life better. So if it's something you don't feel fits you descriptionally wise, then maybe just consider it, and you might find that you just find more of a place on Earth. The next thing is shining. So if you're a star and you like to shine, find people you just jive with, like you just love to talk with, or find people who just talk about interesting things, or just talk through who are interesting categorically based on what they do media wise. Or like let's say you're an artist and you want to do a collaboration gallery showing. Find other artists that you feel match your style and put on a gala or whatever you want to do. But like me, if you're like me, then find people who love what you do, or love doing things similar, and maybe do like a collaboration blog, podcast, whatever, in my case podcast, and or find someone who just gets along with their personality from their personality wise, or find someone who your personality gets along, who you just click with personality wise, I'll say, and just film, But anyway, that's just my advice for that. Also, if you want to do music, just find a band. Find people who want to do the same thing as you, and see if it fits. If it does, lucky for you. You can put out some great media and some music content. If you like to play games, some people who want to play games with you, and you can have a fun game night or something. Otherwise, just talk to your friends and your family and your life, and see what they're doing, and see if they want to do something with you. I don't know. There's always, like I said before, the opportunity to meet new people. So if you've expanded your network and you've connected with enough people in your life, then you should hopefully have a large social circle you can tap into if you're bored or you want to do things. So keep that in mind, because as humans, we're all, this is a quote from someone else, so I feel almost sick saying it, but we're all social creatures. We love being around other people. We love talking, communicating, but like more specifically, like doing things with them. But that's just the idea that if you're home alone, stuck by yourself, I'm assuming that'd be like a personal hell. Because who wants to just go through life alone, never getting married, never having a dinner date, never having anyone to do stuff like go to the park with? I mean, that's just terrible. But anyway, at the very least, you have your family, and God forbid something happened to them, but at the very least, you have them in your heart. So that's what it means, just be a person, and enjoy being human. So keep that in mind, take that to heart, and I hope it helps you through your day. Anyway, I'm Jonathan. Peace out.